Prawn culture, also known as shrimp farming, is the practice of cultivating freshwater or marine shrimp in ponds, tanks, or other artificial bodies of water. Prawn culture is an important component of aquaculture, providing a valuable source of protein and income for millions of people around the world. The following aspects of prawn farming in India will be covered in this session: global production of prawns, prawn species, steps in prawn farming, pond construction, farm management, economic benefits of prawn farming, difficulties and challenges. Prawn farming in Kerala. The global production of prawns has been increasing steadily over the years due to the growing demand for seafood and the expansion of aquaculture. According to the latest available data from the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, the global production of prawns in 2020 was 4.1 million tons, which accounted for approximately 16% of the total global aquaculture production. The top 5 prawn-producing countries in 2020 were China, 2.9 million tons, Indonesia, 414,924 tons, India, 382,000 tons, Vietnam, 354,000 tons, Thailand, 236,913 tons. Other notable prawn-producing countries include Bangladesh, Ecuador, the Philippines, and Brazil. It's important to note that there are many different species of prawns, and their production varies by region and country. The most commonly farmed prawn species worldwide are the giant tiger prawn, Penaeus monodon, and the Pacific white shrimp, Litopenaeus vanameae, which account for the majority of global prawn production. Species of prawns. In India, several species of prawns are used in aquaculture, but the most commonly cultivated species are giant tiger prawn, Penaeus monodon. This is the most widely cultured species in India, and is known for its fast growth, high productivity, and good market value. It is primarily farmed in coastal regions of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and West Bengal. Indian white prawn, Phaneropenaeus indicus. This species is also known for its fast growth and high productivity, and is popular in coastal regions of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Odisha. It is preferred by some farmers due to its tolerance to low salinity waters. Kuruma prawn, Marsopenaeus japonicus. This species is primarily farmed in the state of Tamil Nadu, and is known for its large size, good meat quality, and high market value. It is also grown in other parts of the country, but on a smaller scale. Pacific white shrimp, Litopenaeus vanameae. This species is relatively new to the Indian aquaculture industry, but is gaining popularity due to its high productivity, good meat quality, and tolerance to a wide range of environmental conditions. It is primarily farmed in the states of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Gujarat. Flower shrimp, Penaeus semisulcatus. This species is also cultured in some parts of India, but on a smaller scale. It is known for its good market value and tolerance to low salinity waters. In conclusion, India has a diverse range of prawn species that are suitable for aquaculture. But the giant tiger prawn, Indian white prawn, and Kuruma prawn are the most commonly cultivated species in the country. Steps in prawn farming. Here is a detailed account of prawn culture. Site selection. The first step in prawn culture is to select a suitable site. The site should have a consistent source of water, preferably from a clean and reliable source. The site should also be free from pollution, predators, and other environmental factors that may negatively affect the growth and survival of prawns. Site selection. The aspects to be considered for site selection are climatic conditions, temperature, quantum and seasonality of rainfall, evaporation, sunlight, wind speed, etc., soil type, availability of water, approach roads, etc. The area should be free from pollution and flooding. Flat or slight sloping lands are the most ideal sites. Low-lying lands, waterlogged areas, salinity and alkalinity affected areas could be effectively used for construction of scampi farms. Other considerations like drainage facility, availability of skilled and unskilled manpower, electric power supply, etc. have also to be taken into account while selecting a suitable site. Pond preparation. Once the site has been selected, the next step is to prepare the pond. This involves clearing the land, constructing the pond, and lining it with clay or other suitable materials to prevent water leakage. The pond should also be leveled and have a consistent depth to facilitate water circulation and oxygenation. Water quality management. Prawn culture requires a specific water quality to ensure optimal growth and survival of prawns. Water quality parameters such as temperature, pH, dissolved oxygen, and salinity should be monitored and managed to maintain optimal conditions. There should be abundant and good quality water available at the farm site. The water should be free from any kind of pollution. The pH of water should be of 7.0 to 8.5. The water temperature should range from 18 to 34 degrees centigrade, with an optimum range of 28 to 31 degrees centigrade. Dissolved oxygen content of water should be 3 to 7 ppm. Water supply and drainage. The ponds constructed should be easy to drain out the water. Groundwater is preferable for filling the ponds as it is free from pollution, but it should be supplied to ponds above water level for improving oxygen content. A tube well of suitable depth and pumping system is required for periodic water supply into the pond/exchange of water. Water replenishment/exchange on weekly or fortnightly basis as required is desirable and provisions are to be made accordingly. Soil quality. The ideal soil for prawn farming should be clay silt mixture or sandy loam comprising of 60% sand and 40% silt with good water retention capacity. Acid sulfate soils should be avoided for freshwater prawn farming. Pond construction. From a harvesting standpoint, rectangular ponds are ideal. The length of the pond is dependent on the site, topography, and farm layout, with a practical pond width of 30 m. Typically, ponds between 0.2 and 0.6 hectares in size are acceptable. The pond should be 0.9 meters deep on average, with a minimum depth of 0.75 meters and a maximum depth of 1.2 meters. To determine the height of the bund and depth of excavation, information on the maximum water level during floods and the minimum water level during drought in the area surrounding the proposed farm site may be needed. The bund's internal and external slopes may be maintained at a ratio of at least 2:5:1. Bunds must have a freeboard that is at least 60 centimeters higher than the pond's peak water level. Bunds should have a minimum top width of 1 m. Grow-out ponds must have their bottoms sloping in the direction of the drainage point. To avoid exit water and incoming water mixing, the drainage system should be carefully built. The water intake and outlet facilities may also be taken into consideration while designing and laying out the farms. Farm management. The pond bed needs to be completely plowed, limed, and dried for a minimum of 10 days in order to eliminate parasites and remove dangerous gases. Liming lowers soil pH while also increasing the availability of nutrients in the soil. The number of post larvae stocked per hectare typically ranges from 4,000 to 50,000, depending on the type and rigor of management practices. Feeding with formulated feed, regular fresh water replenishment, monitoring of water quality, particularly pH, dissolved oxygen, and hardness, suppression of excessive algal bloom, and periodic monitoring of feeding behavior should all be continued in order to achieve the necessary production. Depending on the kind of culture practiced, the time commitment for culture ranges from 6 to 12 months. According to factors like time, density, water quality, feeding, etc., the typical growth of prawns can range from 50 to 200 g. Seed selection and stocking. After the pond has been prepared and water quality parameters optimized, prawn seeds can be selected and stocked in the pond. The selection of prawn seeds should take into account factors such as species, size, and health status. Feeding and nutrition. Prawn culture requires proper feeding and nutrition management to ensure optimal growth and survival of prawns. Prawns can be fed a variety of commercial or locally available feeds, including pelleted or extruded feeds, and natural feeds such as plankton and algae. Disease management. Disease management is an important aspect of prawn culture. Regular monitoring and management of water quality, stocking density, and feeding practices can help prevent and control the spread of diseases. Harvesting. Prawns can be harvested once they reach market size. Harvesting can be done by draining the pond or using nets to capture the prawns. After harvesting, prawns should be properly handled and transported to the market. In conclusion, prawn culture is a complex process that requires careful planning and management to ensure optimal growth and survival of prawns. Proper site selection, pond preparation, water quality management, seed selection, feeding and nutrition management, disease management, and harvesting practices are all critical components of successful prawn culture. Economic benefits of prawn farming. Prawn culture can provide significant economic benefits, both locally and globally. Here are some of the economic benefits of prawn culture. Income generation. Prawn culture can provide a source of income for farmers, fishers, and other stakeholders involved in the production and marketing of prawns. This can help support rural livelihoods and reduce poverty in areas where other economic opportunities may be limited. Job creation. Prawn culture can create employment opportunities, both directly and indirectly. Direct employment includes jobs related to pond preparation, seed selection and stocking, feeding and nutrition management, disease management, and harvesting. Indirect employment includes jobs in transportation, processing, and marketing of prawns. Foreign exchange earnings. Prawn culture can generate foreign exchange earnings through export of prawns. Many countries, including India, Thailand, and Vietnam, are major exporters of prawns and earn significant foreign exchange revenues from prawn exports. Diversification of agriculture. Prawn culture can help diversify agricultural production and provide an alternative source of income for farmers. This can help reduce dependence on traditional agricultural crops and provide additional income opportunities. Improved food security. Prawn culture can help improve food security by providing a source of protein for local consumption. Prawns are a high-value protein source and can help meet the nutritional needs of local communities. In conclusion, prawn culture can provide significant economic benefits, including income generation, job creation, foreign exchange earnings, diversification of agriculture, and improved food security. These benefits can contribute to poverty reduction and sustainable economic development in many regions of the world. Difficulties and challenges in prawn farming. Prawn culture, like any form of aquaculture, can face several difficulties and challenges that can affect its success and sustainability. Here are some of the common difficulties with prawn culture. Disease outbreaks. Prawn culture can be vulnerable to disease outbreaks that can cause significant losses and reduce the productivity of the pond. Diseases such as white spot syndrome virus and bacterial infections can be a major challenge in prawn culture, and require careful management and prevention measures. Water quality management. Prawn culture requires specific water quality parameters, including temperature, pH, dissolved oxygen, and salinity. Poor water quality can result in reduced growth and survival rates, and can increase the risk of disease outbreaks. Feed availability and cost. Prawn culture requires proper feeding and nutrition management to ensure optimal growth and survival of prawns. The availability and cost of commercial feeds can be a challenge, particularly in remote or rural areas. Habitat destruction and pollution. Prawn culture can contribute to habitat destruction and pollution, particularly when unsustainable practices are used. Clearing of mangroves, use of pesticides and chemicals, and discharge of untreated waste can negatively impact the environment and local communities. Climate change. Climate change can affect water quality and temperature, and can increase the risk of disease outbreaks and other challenges in prawn culture. Market fluctuations. Prawn culture is subject to market fluctuations, with prices and demand varying depending on factors such as global supply and demand, consumer preferences, and trade policies. In conclusion, prawn culture can face several difficulties and challenges that require careful management and mitigation. Disease outbreaks, water quality management, feed availability and cost, habitat destruction and pollution, climate change, and market fluctuations are some of the common difficulties that can affect the success and sustainability of prawn culture. Prawn farming in Kerala. Prawn culture is a significant aquaculture practice in the state of Kerala, located on the southwestern coast of India. Here are some key points about prawn culture in Kerala. prawn farming in Kerala is predominantly carried out in brackish water systems, including tidal creeks, estuaries, and backwaters. The most commonly cultured species include tiger prawn, Penaeus monodon, and white-leg shrimp, Litopenaeus vanameae. Prawn culture is an important source of income and employment in Kerala, particularly in coastal regions. The industry provides employment opportunities to thousands of farmers, workers, and traders. Kerala accounts for a significant portion of India's total prawn production, with the state's output estimated to be around 20,000 metric tons per year. The production is concentrated in the districts of Kollam, Alappuzha, and Thrissur. The government of Kerala has implemented several initiatives to support prawn culture, including the establishment of hatcheries, the promotion of sustainable farming practices, and the development of marketing and export infrastructure. Prawn culture in Kerala faces several challenges, including disease outbreaks, water quality management, feed availability, habitat destruction and pollution, and market fluctuations. The government and industry stakeholders are working together to address these challenges and promote sustainable and profitable prawn culture in the state. In conclusion, prawn culture is a significant economic activity in Kerala, contributing to the livelihoods of thousands of people in the state. While the industry faces several challenges, efforts are being made to ensure its sustainability and growth in the years to come.